Good afternoon. Welcome to the Construction and Building Services from Eastbourne Campus live open event. Really pleased that you can join us today. My name is Mandy Connor. I'm the Head of Construction and Building Services within Eastbourne Campus. So I'm just going to talk you through and introduce you to some of the courses that we deliver at Eastbourne. So departments that I'm in charge of include brickwork, carpentry, electrical, painting and decorating, and plumbing. First up is brickwork. As you can see from the photos, they've got an amazing sense of humour. Nigel and Luke are the faces behind brickwork, and they are fantastic. Nigel has been at college for, I want to say forever, but he probably wouldn't appreciate that. But he has been here for an awful long time, and he's been in the brickwork trade for over 30 years, starting as an apprentice, as many of you will, and then working his way from foreman up to foreman on site. And then he decided that he wanted to share his skills and actually become a teacher. Luke is our technician who actually studied brickwork at college with us and now supports the learners with their practical tasks. And again, he is amazing. They are both so calm. They will answer any questions that you've got. They will give you any support that you need. They are fantastic. The entry criteria for brick is students must have at least a grade 2 or higher and a good work attitude for practical activities. It is predominantly hands-on. Older learners and learners with grade 5 or higher must have some experience in brickwork to move directly into level 2. And you must commit to 3 days a week for this full-time course, which includes maths and English if you have not yet achieved them. So every learner coming to East Sussex College will have to do maths and English alongside their course. So the level 1 diploma is run over 2 years. If you're successful in the first year, you can move on to the accredited level 2 diploma. You'll start with basic brickwork skills, including health and safety, which then moves into block work. The course will then move into cavity walls, where we combine brickwork and block work to mirror traditional house building. These will be the opportunity for real life working in an outside area, working with real mortar and mixer, etc. All these practical skills will be backed up with theory sessions, 1 to 2 sessions a week, so you actually get the background knowledge and the underpinning knowledge to be able to carry out the course. If you have not achieved grade 4 or higher in maths and English, this will run alongside your brickwork studies. So you'll predominantly be studying a practical trade. However, there must be theory sessions to reinforce this, as I said earlier. You will also be asked to undertake forms of directed study out of college and out of college times. So this is where we may well set you a task to do that you will then bring into college. We're fortunate at the Eastbourne campus to have, in our opinion, some of the best brickwork facilities in the southeast. We have a huge, bright and airy workshop. Also, Nigel is a competition judge who has been to many colleges, and he can say hands down that we have an absolutely amazing area, which can offer us a really good idea of life working conditions. So as a level 1 bricklayer, once you complete the year with good attendance and commitment, you'll be invited to undertake the full-time level 2 accredited diploma. Alongside this, we'll be working together to find a possible apprenticeship if that's the route that you want to go down. As I said before, what's unique about our facilities is that we have an amazing workshop, but unfortunately these photos are not photos of our workshop, so I'm not quite sure where those have gone. But we're more than welcome to invite you in to have a look around. We also have an outstanding record in competition with bricklayers at the college, winning many medals over the years. So moving on to carpentry. Again, Keith, fantastic sense of humour. Bruce and Craig are all of our tutors. And then we have Ian and Jamie, who are our workshop technicians. And between them, again, they have a wealth of experience and they are more than happy to support you with all of your requirements and all of your needs. So the course entry requirements, if you've not already achieved a grade 4 in your maths and English, this will be added to your timetable. But to do level 1, you don't necessarily have to have a large amount of qualifications, because this just underpins it's kind of like setting up the groundwork for carpentry. It gives you an insight into the knowledge, skills and behaviours that would be required to become a carpenter. So all of our courses, they're not just about qualifications and sitting exams and writing essays. It's about the knowledge you learn, the skills you develop, and the behaviours that you develop along the way as well. So what will you study in carpentry? So level 1 carpentry and joinery is a challenging year of practical and theory learning. It gives you the opportunity to gain the fundamental knowledge, skills, understanding and behaviours that will prepare you to study for level 2 qualifications in either site carpentry or bench joinery. And it really helps to develop those hand skills that you'll need to go into the profession. In your workshop sessions, so you normally have 5 1.5-hour sessions in the week. This is always subject to change, and obviously with COVID going on at the moment and social distancing, we may well have smaller groups. So it just gives you the opportunity to start using some of the hand tools, measuring and marking, doing basic joints, sharpening hand tools, which the technicians will be really good at supporting you with. And also there'll be an introduction to the use of power tools. And in your classroom-based theory sessions, you'll study health and safety, principles of building construction, and the contextual knowledge and understanding that underpins your practical work. So what can you do after your course? So this offers a gateway to a world-recognised qualification. City and Guilds qualifications will open doors for your future careers. In basic course, you can progress to level 2 to 3 site carpentry or bench joinery. This can then be used to take you into surveying, architecture or construction site management. What is unique about carpentry? So with the housing shortage at the moment, building work is at its peak, offering a massive amount of work for carpenters. However, with some of the site closures recently, it's a little bit difficult at the moment, but this prepares you for your life skills and to be able to go out into the profession. So next on the agenda, we have electrical. So we have Jeff, Monty and Owen, who are my electrical tutors. So as you see on here, Jeff likes hardworking students and Man United. You know, we all have our poor side, don't we? He dislikes students who are on their phones in class. Monty, weirdly, likes electrical maths and building show cars, which I'm sure when you start, he'll go on and on and on about until you're bored to tears. And he dislikes it when the canteen runs out of vegan food. Owen likes designing and playing audio systems loud in his car. And again, you will hear that if you're parked anywhere near his car. And he dislikes students not handing in their work. And between the three of them, they have a wealth of knowledge from running their own electrical companies to design and research. And they've all taught at the college for more than 10 years. So they're dab hands at what they do. So the entry criteria for electrical, so to come in at level 1, that is usually when you don't meet the grades for level 2. Level 2 is usually our direct entry. So you would need GCSE grade 4 in maths and English, and then three more subjects, ideally science. Everything is done on an individual basis. So some learners may well have had experience somewhere else. If you don't meet those grades, you would do level 1. None of our full-time learners come in at level 3. So once you are with us, for level 1, you will study health and safety, electrical installation technology, electrical installation methods, electrical installation craft skills, and electrical science and principles. And then the level 2 builds on that. So it's the same kind of thing, but it just starts to get a little bit harder. Level 1 is unaccredited. Level 2, you do come out with a qualification. So the level 1 diploma is a 1-year full-time course with 5 units of study delivered both in the classroom and workshop. This is assessed continuously by written and practical assignments with some online multiple choice exams, but they're not official ones because it's unaccredited. Level 2 is the same, but this one you do have assignments and you do have online multiple choice exams. The typical route for students to follow after their electrical course is either progressing to level 3 diploma in electrical installation, which we offer at the college, or working alongside our partners JTL to find an apprenticeship. So that's where you would go out to work 4 days a week and come into college for 1 day a week. The electrical team at Eastbourne have the ability to provide you with all the courses that you need to complete your electrical journey, whether that's full-time during the day or part-time in the evening. Listed here are some of the careers you could go into. So electrical contracting, domestic installations, commercial applications, industrial motor control, fire alarms and security systems, and green energy sources like solar and wind. Moving on to painting and decorating, I've got Phil and Chris. Phil's originally from South London. He was self-employed. He had his own company for 10 years where he employed 25 painters before he started teaching. Strangely enough, he taught Chris, which is one of the reasons that Chris went into teaching, because Phil was such a good teacher. So we're really lucky to have them both here and teaching with us. Chris has been at the college for 8 years as well. So they have produced many successful decorators around Sussex, some of whom may actually, you may actually work with one day. And they're always looking for new and exciting projects, which is fantastic. So the entry criteria, you need at least 2 GCSEs at grade 2, preferably in English and maths, but also a general interest in the trade. What they will say, and if any questions come up, people think that painting and decorating is easy. It's really not. There's so much to it, but again, you will learn all of that. So on your course, you will study the knowledge and skills to progress onto level 2 and eventually become qualified within the painting and decorating trade. You will learn how to prepare surfaces for decoration, apply paint by both brush and roller, produce specialist decorative finishes, and hang wallpaper. What is amazing is I've never seen somebody paint a piece of wood, a piece of plain wood, that it actually looks like it's real wood or real marble. It's so clever. So most of the course is based in the workshop during practical sessions where you will develop the skills to decorate a whole room. However, there will be 1 to 2 theory sessions a week to help you learn the basic knowledge needed. The workshop is a great space for learning in. There are bays with ceilings, walls, windows and chimney breasts, giving you the full scope on how to decorate full rooms, including windows and doors. There's plenty of room with lots of potential for you to put your own creative stamp on your area. After your course, you can progress on to level 2, where you will learn new techniques which will help you develop your skills even more. A few of these are colour theory, mixing and creating colours, marbling and graining, hanging complex pattern papers on walls, which is not as easy as it looks, and just understanding the use of different papers. What is unique about our courses, although it's all about an area in construction, the trade we work in and the flexibility we can use gives us the opportunity to really use our imagination. Some of the photos that are on here on this slideshow are all done by students that are at college at the moment, even the East Sussex College with the martlet birds there. So it's really nice because Chris and Phil are really open to you being creative and coming up with your own ideas. All right, my plumbing team, I have Brian, Martin and Steve. So Brian and Martin are my lecturers. Martin also goes out to the workplace and does some assessing. And Steve is my workshop instructor stroke technician. So he will help you with all of the practical elements of your course. So plumbing level 1, to come in, you will need at least 4 GCSEs at grade 3, which must include English language, maths and a science. Most of you will come in at level 1 because again, it gives you that knowledge, skills and behaviour to be able to progress onto level 2, because plumbing has an awful lot of science in it, an awful lot of maths, and it can be really difficult to grasp the concepts. If you do achieve grades 3, you can come in at level 2. So what will you study on the level 1? You will learn the basic skills required to work in the industry, including the study of main plumbing supplies such as cold water, domestic hot water, sanitation, central heating and drainage. You'll also learn about health and safety. Whatever course you do in my area, you'll always have to do health and safety. This technical subject also includes a substantial theory element, so a great deal of your course will consist of classroom-based learning related to the underpinning knowledge. So plumbing is a little bit like electrical. There's a lot more theory work than there is practical, because you need to know some of the concepts and ideas behind what you're learning. So you will do a lot of hands-on and extensive theory work in plumbing. We have an amazing workshop. We've got it over 2 levels. So you've got bathrooms, airing cupboards upstairs, and then your general plumbing area downstairs. But again, we would love to invite you to come in to have a look round. On successful completion of this level 2 course, you'll be able to progress to level 3 the following year and hopefully go out into an apprenticeship, because that's, for most of the trades, that's our aim, is to get you out to work, whether it be in an apprenticeship or going out to work without just getting the job. There are some course fees attached to plumbing, but these are often subject to change, because what we do is we look at some of the options where we can buy our toolkits from. So the main thing you need to provide at the moment are steel-toe cap boots and overalls. So plans for the start of course, it's a little uncertain at the moment because we don't know how we're coming back and what's happening. So we're going to continue as a college to review and follow the government guidelines around COVID-19. So when September comes, we're able to offer the safest possible way for all of our students to learn. Thank you for listening. If you do have any questions, we are open for a live Q&A section now that this presentation has finished. So thank you for listening to me, and I look forward to seeing some of you in September.